Hey guys, I'm going to be doing a day in the life series, basically how often I breastfeed and how I'm trying to get my supply up. So it is 6 o'clock right now and this is Hunter's first feed of the day. He's been asleep since 7 o'clock last night, so I'm really tired actually. So yeah, he's been asleep since 7 last night and he is so hungry. So he'll probably feed for the next while. I'll let you know what time he finishes, but yeah, he's starving. He usually cluster feeds at this time of the day, simply because he does sleep for so long and he's just so hungry when he wakes up. So yeah, this is his first one. And just remember when I do this that I do pump quite often and I either give him the milk or I've just started freezing it because he's had thrush, I couldn't freeze it. So I'm trying to put up my frozen supply as well. And I'm not working or anything like that at the moment, so I do breastfeed him as often as I can. So this is basically a normal day in the life of us, really. Okay, so first feed of the day. Hungry, sleepy boy. So it's just on 6:30. I'm burping him now, if he doesn't want to look at all his toys instead. So he usually feeds for quite a while in the morning, and I don't really mind because I do just let him suck once he's sort of finished, just to try and help increase my supply a bit. So he's pretty happy at the moment, and I'm really tired. And actually he looks pretty tired today, so we're going to go back to bed. And hopefully he'll sleep for a while. I'm going to put him in my bed with me because Peter's at work. So then if he needs to feed, I can just feed him in bed, which is easy. He's looking at his lamp, in case you wanted to know. So anyway, I'm going to go down, put him to bed, take my tablets, and yeah. I don't pump first thing in the morning, simply because I know he cluster feeds and I know he's hungry, so I don't want to, pump all that milk out and then have him really, really hungry. And because he's usually in bed with me, oh gosh, I'm tired. I really can't be bothered getting up to get bottles ready and stuff when I can just breastfeed him. So that's what we do. These are the tablets that I take. First one is breastfeeding support, which is fenugreek and blessed thistle. I take 3 of those a day. And then this one is Maxilon. It's a prescription for increasing milk supply. And I have to take 3 tablets a day. As you can see, I've only just started it. This is a week's worth. And that's what I take. So take those and back to bed. So it's just after 7 and we haven't had any sleep yet. He's still being wide awake, but he's starting to get sleepy now by the looks of things. So I'm feeding him again, and hopefully we'll be able to have a little bit of a nap after this. So we'll see what happens. Usually this feed won't be as long as the other one, probably around 10-15 minutes or so. So yeah, I'll let you know once we wake up and when we have another feed. Okay. So it's 8:45 now. We had a little bit of a sleep. He really wasn't that sleepy, and I thought he was. So he had a little bit of a sleep from his last feed, and he's now feeding again. So he's quite hungry this morning. He's got a blocked nose, so I think he's finding it kind of hard. So I don't usually have my hand here, but I do. I'm just slightly compressing my breast a little bit just so he can breathe easier. Usually he's got no problem, but when his nose is blocked and it's hard for him to breathe, I just think with my boob in the way it's even harder for him. So I'm going to get up, I'm going to take another fenugreek, Not the other one, the other one I'll take at lunchtime. And I'm going to pump whatever's left. So, yeah. So after all that feeding in bed, we're now doing a big burping session. He's actually just done one huge burp as I was carrying him through, so I don't know if he's going to burp again. But he's starting to get hungry again. I got sidetracked. I haven't pumped or anything yet. It's just before 10 now, and my shower exploded as I was trying to have a shower. So that was great. Yeah, not good when you're trying to do a really quick shower. So dealing with that, so I'm going to burp him a little bit to make sure if he's got any more wind, and then I'm going to change his nappy, feed him again, and then I'll go and pump. Okay, bye. So I've just washed all my pump pieces. These are all the bits here that will go together to make my pump. There's my tablet and the next one I have, and that there is the motor to my pump. So I'm going to pop this in the microwave. It's still wet from the last round that I've done. Pop it in. Oh, in the middle help. 2 minutes. And then once it's cooked for 2 minutes, I let it sit for 2 minutes. And that's everything sterilised. Easy. Okay, so Hunter's being fussy. I'm going to quickly set up my pump and then pump and yeah. Stop. Now I'm ready to pump. So this morning he wasn't happy sitting in his swing, so I put him in his bumbo to look at his toys while I'm pumping. Oh, that's a big burp, buddy. So I pumped 60 mils and I had 120 mils in the freezer from last night. So usually I try and do it in around 150 ml lots and then put it into freezer bags like this. So this is a Dr. Brown's bag, and I have dated it and put 150 ml on there, and so now laying it flat in the freezer so it can freeze flat. And then I've got, this is what's left over from what couldn't fit in the bag, so that is 40 mils, just under 40 mils. So what I'm going to do is next time I pump, I'm going to put this in the fridge now, and next time I pump I'm just going to add to this one. So I need to do dishes, and I'm starting off by doing the pieces that I've just used and also his dummy, because that hasn't been sterilised yet. So doing that, going to wash it all, pop it through the steriliser again, and then it'll be all ready for next time. So, 11:30 and we're all ready for the next lot. So he's just had a nap in his Moby. He's getting a bald patch. And now he's starting to get hungry again, so I'm going to go and feed him. Oh, sweetie. And it's just before lunchtime, I think. So I'm going to feed him his next feed. He's just gotten really hungry all of a sudden. I also forgot to mention it in my last video. I also give him this and cocoa. It's basically designed to help with wind. So I give him 0.2 mils of that maybe every second or third feeding, depending on how windy he is. So I'm going to give that to him now, and then I'm going to feed him. So he sometimes goes through this phase of staring at things, and at the moment he's staring at his box of toys and some towels. So he'll just stare, and as you can probably see, he's not latched on very well and he's about to come off. So I'm going to have to unlatch him and re-put him back on, and hopefully he won't stare this time, because he's really not focused on eating at all. Okay, so he's settled down a lot now. We've been feeding about 5 or 6 minutes, and he looks asleep, but when he stops feeding, he'll wake right up again. So what I'm going to do is, once he's finished feeding, I'm just going to burp him, and then about between half an hour to an hour after I feed him, I'm going to pump on both sides.